Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Depstech. This is their WF028 wireless endoscope that you can check out on Amazon. I'll have that link in the description below where you guys can check it out as always. Now, the cool thing about this is that it is a wireless endoscope, so you can basically hold the wire with the little box attached, and you can record clips or pictures on whatever you're going to use this on, say your phone or your tablet or even a Windows PC. So you've got a lot of options there. We're going to dig into this really quickly, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's get this unboxed real quick so you guys can see exactly what comes in the box. You can see it's IP67 waterproof. You do have 6 LEDs on the forward-facing camera and a single LED on the side-facing camera. It is a dual lens endoscope as well, so something to note there. Makes it easier for looking at the side of a pipe or a small, space that you're going to be taking a look at. Now you've got this box. It does have a battery in it, 2200 milliamps. I haven't done a rundown battery test on this, but as you can see on the bottom, it is rechargeable via micro USB, and you do get a USB to micro USB cable. Now you can, if you don't want to hook this up via Wi-Fi, can use USB as well. You get some extra tips in here, extension tips, and of course you get your documentation. Something that we are going to be looking at is that we do need to get the Depstech View app. This can be done on Android, iOS, and a Windows 10. So if you have like a Windows laptop that you want to hook this up to, or even a desktop, you can actually hook it up to that as well. So let me get that all squared away, and we'll go over the main unit itself so that you guys can see that. We will check out the extension tips as well so that you can see what you get with that. But the main unit is pretty simple. Again, just kind of a battery case here with a charging port on the bottom, and then a reset hole next to that. You're going to have an on-off switch, and you're also going to have a jog wheel that allows you to adjust the intensity of the LEDs that are on the probe itself. And as you can see, you've got a ring of 6 different LEDs, and you can adjust the intensity there, and you do have a single LED on your side-mounted camera as well. So overall, you've got a lot of flexibility on this particular setup. Now, the focus on this is not just close focus. So you've got your standard 2.67 inch focus all the way up to 15.7 inches. So you'll be able to get focus on things that are further away and close up as well. So you do get some normal tips here. You do have a magnetic tip in case you need to pick up something that's metal, like a screw or a bolt or something like that, and of course a hook as well. So you do have those ready to go to add to the probe itself if you need to. And they also give you a little hook here to use for the reset hole in case you need to reset the device. So let's take a look at the app. What you're going to have to do here is basically just switch it on, and you're going to see a power light, and you're also going to see a Wi-Fi light as well. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a hotspot, a Wi-Fi hotspot, its own Wi-Fi hotspot. So that's pretty cool. You don't need to have Wi-Fi where you are, because you're going to basically be using the device's Wi-Fi that it creates to connect your device. I'm going to use my Android phone here to do that. And we're going to go to Depstech View. That is the app that you can get on the Google Play Store or for iOS, and again for Windows if you want to do that. Now you have a connection type at the top right, and again, as I mentioned, you can either select Wi-Fi or USB. Now if you want to use the USB connection and directly connect via USB, say to a laptop or something like that, that might be easier. I don't know. I'm not testing it out on a laptop. I'm just solely testing the Wi-Fi feature here. So let's get into that. It'll say device is disconnected when you first start it up. So you're going to want to go into settings on the right hand side, hit disconnect. It'll take you to the Wi-Fi settings, and you're going to see that it comes up as a Depstech WF028 dual. So we've got that there. When you click on it, you're going to put in your default password, and they tell you that in the documentation that it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, that can be changed later on in settings if you wish to. And then you should connect to that and you'll be good to go. Now that we're hooked up to the Wi-Fi, the Depstech Wi-Fi, obviously you're not going to get internet connection with it, but we're just using it to view, so it's not a big deal. Make sure to connect and say keep Wi-Fi connection even though it doesn't have internet, because you're going to need it. Okay, so that's it. Once you are connected, you'll see that I am now looking at Dr. Strange here, and Dr. Strange is always on my desk. He's a good subject for products like this, and you can see even 10 or 11 inches away from him, I've got a nice and clear in-focus picture. You're going to be able to get a wide focal length with this from 3.7 inches up to 15.7 inches. You can see as I get close to the text, it's still in focus. And then when I go back to something that's further out, it's also in focus. So this gives me a wide range here for my focal length, which is actually really, really nice to have. So let's take a look at the app itself. The app is pretty simple, but it's rock solid and it works. Not a lot of latency in it, as you can see, a little bit, but not much. If I need to turn the picture, I can do that with the 90-degree angle button there. And then I have still pictures. I also have one for video, or if I want to capture video. And then I have a folder icon that will allow me to go and look at pictures or video and either delete them or take a closer look. We do have our settings down here, and it defaulted me to a resolution of 1080p, which is fine with me. You can reset your Wi-Fi settings or channel switch from here as well. So overall, just a fairly minimal app, but very stable, easy to take pictures with, very easy to get up close to something. Again, I just have the probe itself, which is 16 feet. You've got 16 feet of that yellow cable for the probe, and then the battery box itself. So I can walk away with this if I want to and go look at something. I have this paper towel tube here. I'm just going to put the probe in there, and you guys will be able to see that we'll be able to kind of snake in there and get up close and good pictures in there as well. Now I can of course adjust my LED lights while I'm in there to get a better image, but you can see we can get some pretty close-up images. So overall, pretty nice. Okay, so the button in the middle here will switch lenses. You can see that I can view both lenses at the same time. So I can view the forward-facing lens and the side lens at the same time, or I can do them individually. So it's kind of cool to have them side by side like that. Front facing there, no problems whatsoever. Then of course I can switch over to my side facing lens to look at maybe the side of a tighter. And you can see the side of my phone here with the case, and it's all in focus and very nice. So they did a really good job on this, and the split view is just excellent to be able to look at the forward-facing and the side-facing camera at the same time. And of course I can take pictures and video of the dual modes as well. Now if I want to go over and look at those pictures, I can bring them up, and of course I can either delete these or I can focus in on them if I need to see something in a clearer picture. Okay, so that's my review of the Depstech WF028 wireless endoscope, and just a few things to mention in case I forgot to mention them in the meat of the review is that the borescope or endoscope cameras themselves are 5 megapixel, something that I may not have actually noted at the beginning of the review, and that yellow cable is 16.5 feet. So you've got 16.5 feet of cable set up here for you to use. The things that I really like about this endoscope, obviously the fact that it's Wi-Fi makes it a lot easier to move around with. You're not really tethered to a bigger device with a built-in screen. So that is definitely a plus. The fact that I can view both lenses at the same time is awesome. That gives me a lot of flexibility there. It does have a long focal length or large focal length, again from 3.7 point are about 3 inches to almost 16 inches, so you can really lock in on something that you need to see, whether it be close or further away. So they did a great job overall. Now the app is stable, as you can see, no problems whatsoever. I like the fact that it'll run on Android, iOS, or even Windows 10, so you've got some flexibility there as well. Overall, I'm definitely going to give this one a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions or comments about this, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Remember to like, and if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because that always helps me out, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.